Now, it asks us to distinguish between the bone and the cartilage. Can somebody read what the word distinguish means?
Distinction means state or explain briefly those differences between or among items which can be used to find items or place them into separate categories.
Okay, thank you very much, Alia. So, state or explain briefly. So you don't need no long explanation. Those differences. So you're looking for what the differences between the bone and the what? Cartilage. Good? No. So in other words, if you were, say, a doctor, so to speak, and you want to distinguish the bone from the cartilage, what would you use to make that distinction? What would you use? Anybody?
What is it?
Now I'm asking. If you're if you're say you're a doctor, a surgeon, and you want to distinguish between a person's bone and
What?
cartilage, what would you use to distinguish between a person's bone and cartilage? What could you use to distinguish the two? What would you use? An idea?
Text.
Use texture, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what about the texture?
Okay. If I say the bone
Mm-hmm.
is hard connective tissue made of from a growing substance or matrix,
Mm-hmm.
and the cartilage is a flexible connective tissue with a smooth, glossy appearance.
All right. So the bone is hard and rigid. Hard and what? Rigid. And you said it made from what? It's something about matrix. What is it about the matrix? Hello?
Is that it made from?
Oh, it made from the collagen. All right. Good. And then they said that the cartilage.
It's a flexible connective
Tissue.
tissue with a
Okay.
smooth, glossy appearance.
Okay. So the cartilage is what? Flexible. It's easy to bend. It's not rigid then, right? And it is what? Smooth. Good. So there you start to distinguish it using the characteristics of both the bone and the what? Cartilage. So you can use the characteristic principle to make that distinction. You understand that, Chevelle?
Okay.
Good. Then they ask to distinguish something. First thing you think about is the characteristics, or you can think about the function as well. Because you could also use a function. The bone supports the body or provides support, and the cartilage. What's the function of the cartilage? What's the function of the cartilage? Can you tell me, please?
To reduce the bone from moving, to reduce rubbing against each
All
other.
right. So where's friction, right?
Yes, sir.
Reduce friction. So you can tell distinction between either using the physical characteristics of the components, or you can use the principle of using it what function, because they are different in purposes and they are also different in characteristics, right? Properties. Okay, not bad. Let us proceed. Now, Explain the importance of cartilage. I'll read this one. It said, give reasons based on recall or account for. So basically, what do you think this is asking you to do? How do you interpret this question? Anybody? What is asking you to do? Hmm?
Explain
What to
the
ask you to
function,
do?
the main
Explain.
importance of the cartilage, what it is, what can it do?
What it is, what can it do? Okay, that's true. So, all right. No, well, hold on there. No, if you are going to see what it can do, cartilage, thank you, babe. The cartilage, as Trevor said earlier, reduces the friction. So, all right, Mona, you state the function, but does that say to us why it's important?
No.
So you have to go further. You have to go further.
Yep.
So how would you now add to that?
It spread the loads to prevent shocks between bones.
Come again? The?
Shock to prevent bones, spread the loads. The shock to prevent the bones.
All right. So that's another function.
Yep.
But why? What? How do you establish it now that it is important? There's a key word that I can use when we establish importance. A key word. Can anybody tell me? A key word. Let me ask a question. What's the importance of glucose? What's the importance of glucose?
Alright?
What's the importance of glucose?
Our body
Glucose.
uses glucose for energy.
All right, energy. But what's the importance of it? It provides us energy. What's the importance of it? Hmm? All right, you see? I'm asking you. Now, the conjunction that you would use, the conjunction that you would use, the conjunction that you would use is without, right? So when you're going to talk about importance, you must use the word without. Without the cartilage, what would happen? You understand now? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, so without the cartilage, and then you're going to state what will happen in the absence of the cartilage. That's one way, that's one technique you can use to establish importance, right? So if the cartilage is not there, the bones will rub together, and then if they rub together, heat, heat will be present, and heat will destroy these bones, and hence you won't be able to walk properly. Make sense?
Repeat.
Now I'm saying you cannot just say cartilage reduces friction. That alone is not explaining the importance of cartilage. You have to go further and say, for example, without the cartilage, the bones will what? Rub together, creating friction, which will produce heat, and this heat will destroy the bones. And hence, if the bones are destroyed, you won't be able to what? Move properly. Is that clear?
So rub together, it create a friction, which one?
Yeah, when it rub together, it will create friction, and the friction will produce heat. And the heat will destroy the bones. Eh? Mm. Come again? Got me the joints. Yeah. Hmm? Yes, and my assistant I should say to you that only in the joints you get friction where movements take place. Yes. All right. So you just imagine you don't have any cartilage and your bones start up against each other. They won't be able to move your shoulder nor your limbs. You won't be able to move your limbs at all. Make sense?
Yep.
Mhm. It's just like when you have something that is rusty and you're trying to no, it's rusty. When something is you don't use it for a long while and you're trying to pull it because it seize seize up, right? So it's not able to move. So the cartridge there provides some form of lubrication. All right, make sense? You guys understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that too, Chevel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you don't understand, don't make me go no further than understand. Don't blame me. All right. Mhm. Mhm. All right. Now we know what distinguish means now. Here again is the same procedure we use. Distinguish between tendons and ligaments. All right. I would like Alia to make this distinction for me, please. How do you make the
Okay.
distinction?
The tendons
Mhm.
is bones to muscle and muscle to bones. And the ligament all bones to get bones to bones together.
All right. So you're using the function. So tendons attach muscles to bones and ligaments bones to bones. So you're using
Then
the
allowing a movement at the joint.
and they come again.
You know, I say the ligament, the bone to bone, allowing a movement at the joint.
Allowing movement at the joints. All right. Good. All right. So you're distinguishing the two of them using the function.
Function
All right.
key.
Not bad. What about you, Chevel? You want to add to that? Miss Dickinson? Chevel, are you there?
The tendons
Mm-hmm.
hard elastic fiber which are attached to the muscles.
Okay.
Which
So
are
they're
attached
hard.
to yes, sir.
Yes. Are the ligaments hard?
I don't know, sir. They're connective tissues which support the joints.
Okay.
That's the ligament that got elastic but not up.
Okay.
And the tendon up and the elastic. So elastic.
Okay. Very good. So one is easier to bend and one is harder to bend, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
All right. Good. All right. Now that's the worksheet, but this worksheet is very important to know. Our table should say it's very important to know. So you ask me the distinction between bone and cartilage, tendons and ligaments are able to do so. Right? Now, if you look at the tendons in structure, the fibrous, good, and then the ligament is what? Elastic in fiber. It is elastic as you mentioned. All right. Now, um, it is as Mona said. It is not tough, but it's not like it will stretch. Good. No, the tendons not stretch. Tough, I do not stretch. And this is using also its properties as well. Good. So make sure that, and then I'll use the function to show this distinction. One connects bone, bone to bone. All right. So then that you guys never do bad a while ago, right? Good. Right. No. Sure. I would like you to identify what type of joint would you find right? What type of joint you find right here?
Fixed joint.
Fixed joint. All right. All right. So the skull has what? Fixed joint. By the way, what's the definition of a joint? Anybody can answer. What's the definition of a joint?
Joint with two bones or more meat.
Okay, the two or more bones meet. All right. The definition of a joint is where two or more bones meet. That is it. But different type of joints now. That is a type of joint, not a definition for it. All right. No. All right. Now, Alia, can you identify this joint for me, please? One is right here. What type of joint you find right there?
Ball and socket.
Okay, ball and socket. No, somebody never create them ball and socket joint properly, you know, on the worksheet. What kind of joint is right here now? Shabby, what kind of joint you find right there, sir?
Hinge joint.
Hinge joint. Can't spell it. Hinge joint. All right. Good. So you guys are able to know to identify these joints if you are given the task to do so. Well done. All right. Let me see now. Earlier, identify the joint right at the pelvic girdle right there.
What you say?
Identify the joint at the pelvic girdle.
The ball and socket.
Ball and socket, okay. And your question again. Identify the joint. Wait, hold on there. Let me fix this up. All right, this is the ball and socket joint right here. Good. All right, I want you now to identify now the joint found right where is the patella. What type of joint is right there?
Where?
Right
We'll
here.
find the
Yeah.
hinge joint.
Okay, that's the hinge joint. Very good. Now, I'm gonna see if you guys are thinking, based on what we did a while ago, what you observe? What you guys observe?
After
Ball and
socket
socket.
joint.
All right, wait. Go ahead, Shabby. What you say, Shabby? Go ahead. What are you saying?
You have a ball and socket joint. You have a hinge joint. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, I heard that. That's what you observe.
Or at the end of a ball and socket joint.
Come again?
At the end of a ball and socket joint, you have a hinge joint.
Okay, good observation. All right, Alia, what you observe?
I would say that the collarbone and the pelvic girdle
Yeah.
of the same joint, which is the ball and the socket.
Very good, very good.
And the upper limb
Mm-hmm.
and the lower limb,
Yeah,
same joints.
same joint. They have a
In
pair.
which,
Yeah, go ahead.
the cranium now have a fixed joint,
Mm-hmm.
which do not really allow movement.
Okay. All right, good. All right, well done. So the fixed joint does not allow movement. All right, very good. Now, is there anywhere else on the skeleton you'd find fixed joint? Nobody can tell me? Anywhere? No, no, no. Sorry for my savage. All right. Anybody else? All right, I am going to guess. You can research it and tell me if I'm wrong. You see this area right here? I somehow feel that there's a fixed joint right at the right there, at the pelvic girdle right there. You guys gonna research that and tell me if I'm wrong. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
All right. I want you guys to determine if there's a fixed joint at the pelvic girdle. Good. All right. Let's move on now. Move on. All right. Um, Ramona, can you read the? Ali, I'm sorry. Can you read the definition for describe for me, please?
Come in.
Mm-hmm.
Provide detailed factual information of the appearance or arrangement of a specific structure or the sequence of a specific process. Description may be in words, drawings, or diagrams, or any combination. Drawing
Mm-hmm.
and diagram should be annotated to show appropriate details when necessary.
All right. Very good. Now, Chevelle, how do you describe the movement in the hinge joint?
In to allow move in one only.
In one way, what?
One plane only.
One plane only. Okay.
So
Okay. All right. That's easy. That's easy. What about you, Alia? How do you describe the ball and socket joint?
Movement in all planes.
Very good. Movement in all planes. All right. All right. Now, okay. Now, hmm? Yeah. All right. Now, I'd like for you guys now to identify the biceps and the triceps. So, guess what? Alphabetical order again. All right. Now, which muscle is this one?
The bicep.
Bicep. Okay. And then, of course, the next one is called the what? No,
Tricep.
tricep. All right. So take it all. No problem. All right. Good. So you guys need to identify those two. Now there are two particular when I look at the notes, there are two particular terms that were used. Point of origin and point of insertion. Chevel, can you tell me about the point of origin? Chevel? Point of origin and point of insertion.
The tendon,
Huh?
the tendon,
What about the tendons?
the top, the biceps, the triceps of the muscle.
They are the where?
They are both end of the muscles.
They are the both end of the muscles.
Yes,
So,
sir.
all right, let me put in some of the things. Let's call it part one. Let's call this part two. Now, which of these regions would you find the point of insertion, point of origin?
At one.
Why I say at one?
Because the tendon to the bone moves the most.
Come again?
Because it moves the most.
Because it moves the
Because it's
most.
the bone and it moves the most.
Mm. What do you know set here? What do you know set here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell me. What do you know set here? What you know? Come, folks, tell me. Mm-hmm. Origin. Hello? Origin. All right. Let me read something to you. Now, the origin is the fixed attachment. Good?
That do not move so
Good.
much.
Where movement doesn't take place. So where the point of origin is where the movement doesn't take place, but where the point of insertions now is where movement actually takes place. So where movement actually takes place? Tell me, where does movement take place?
And the contracts will take place
Where?
at one.
At one? You sure? You sure?
You mean when the arm relax?
When it contract, but
The original.
in both cases, in both cases, if we have movement,
Oh, may I mix it up? The original will be one.
good,
The insertion will be two.
very good.
So when it relax,
Mm-hmm.
the origin don't really do much work.
Okay. All right. Good. 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 So origin is one and insertion is
Two.
two. Good job, Mona. All right. So you have to make sure you know that. To your Chevel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's just label that point of origin, point of insertion. All right. So point of origin is where movement doesn't take place when it's contracting, and point of insertion is where movement takes place when it's contracting. All right. Good. All right. Let us proceed. All right. Now, explain how skeletal systems function in the movement of a limb. When you hear that question, what word comes to mind? Anybody? Explain how skeletal muscles function in the movement of a limb. What one word comes to mind? Anybody?
It move.
How it move?
The skeletal muscle help it to help the movement of the limb.
No. Explain how skeletal muscles function in the movement of a limb. This case you're accounting for. If it's got describing what really happens. There's one word you can use when you're answering this question. Anybody can tell me? One word you can use. One word. Chevel, do you know that you want to try that word? What word is that? One word you can use when you speak about the skeletal muscles function in the movement of a limb. Come on, one single word. I don't know the word now, trust me. One single word. All right. Let me move my limb. Am I moving my limb right here?
Yes, muscle.
Yeah, I'm moving it. Good. Now, this, what are the two skeletal muscles that enables me to lift my hands?
Ligaments and
Hold on, I said skeletal muscles. Look, what are the two skeletal muscles that allows me to lift my hands?
hip and bicep.
Exactly. So they're
The
asking
bicep.
now. Good. The two skeletal muscles that helps me with the movement of my upper limb are the biceps and the what? Triceps. But what is the one word you can use now to describe the behavior?
Antagonistic muscles.
Antagonistic muscles, lady. Antagonistic muscles, right? So for you to get the full marks
Yes,
in
sir.
this, yeah, for you to get the full marks in this question, you have to make mention of the two muscles, the two skeletal muscles And those are biceps and triceps. And you must mention the description of the movement. Antagonistic. Good? And what does that mean? What does it mean?
Bend and to straighten.
No, man. No, sir. That wrong. Now make notes.
Oh,
The antagonistic muscle is when one muscle contracts and the other relaxes.
Exactly. When one muscle contracts and at the same time, the other muscle relaxes, right? Good. All right. Not bad. That is how you explain how the skeletal muscles function in the movement of a limb. You want to make notes of that? Do that quickly.
come out.
All right. You guys finished writing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good. All right. So we're approaching our second or third 40 minutes. All right. So what's next after this? Past paper question. Final. So when we return to the third quarter, we will end with the past paper question and see how well you will be able to answer this question. All right. So be prepared to log in again. You guys have not done so bad and that. Hmm? Look at them carrot back outside, you know. Look at it outside.
I left today this morning.
When you take it outside.
Yeah, but if you use it for your evening to carry, you just use it
All right, guys. So